God.
There we go. Hey, hello, we're live, and welcome to another episode of HP Critical's Does It Hold Up? I'm your host, Brandon, and of course, I am joined by the wonderful and lovely Toby.
Hi.
It's always a
Hello.
pleasure. It's always a pleasure to have you on these episodes, and we're going back quite far back today. We're going back to the days of the NES, as it were, because every now and then Nintendo updates their NES app as well, and they have done so recently. I actually had Grayson on maybe a few weeks ago. We played the two games, Mappy Land and Dig Dug 2. Dig
Oh
Dug
yeah.
2. Yes. Dig Dug 2 is interesting. I don't know if you've ever given it a try, but
No.
it's quite different from the original. If you've ever played that, it's more puzzle themed, I would say. And Mappy Land is it's okay. It does take it's a quick it's a harsh learning curve. Once you figure it out, it's fun. But we're not playing
Okay.
those today. We're playing the two recent additions to the library, and that is of all things the game known simply as Pinball. And yeah, there's not much more to say about it. It's very much in the days of the old NES where, these are the first games that were about this. So, you had golf, you had tennis, you had basketball. There was no other game out there, so you could just call it what it was and it was okay. And that's what pinball is, really. You can kind of see Mario on the cover there. He and Pauline make a cameo in this game, if I'm not mistaken. But that's
I thought that was a fake Mario. I was about to say I spot fake Mario.
it's that era when they didn't quite have Mario's colors nailed down, so they'll just put them into whatever sprite colors they felt like depending on the game.
Here
Um,
is a generic man in a dungarees, and that is going to be him.
that's him. I don't think there's much else we could really say about this game, quite frankly. It's pinball. Like, we're just gonna kind of go into it. And do you have any comments to say about OG pinball?
No, I didn't know that Mario featured on the cover. Mario.
Yeah.
So yeah, this will be interesting. I have nothing to add.
We, we,
Let's
we,
dive in.
Yep, I think I really don't think there's much more to add either. I think we're gonna play it for a little bit. I think we'll have I personally have just a slight more to say about the next game we're gonna play, but we'll get there when we get there. So let's go ahead and read this description. Details. Yes, that's how you do it. Pinball, released in 1985. Excuse me. Ooh, sorry. Hit targets and rack up points in this classic pinball game. Featuring a bonus mode starring Nintendo's legendary character Mario, you control our hero as he holds a platform and uses it to keep the ball in the air. Your goal is to save Pauline. If she falls and hits the ground, you lose a ball, but if you save her and lead her to the exit, you'll get a nice surprise. This game is fun and easy to learn and includes bonus ball for high scorers, and even a two-player mode. This is a game both pinball fans and novices alike can enjoy. I,
Enjoying a nice surprise in that sentence.
yeah,
You'll get a nice prize.
I just I love how this introductory paragraphs that we have here. It's just like paragraph one is that single sentence, hit targets and record points in this classic pinball game, and the entirety of that long second paragraph is that bonus mode of Mario and Pauline. It just feels like we have to sell this game somehow. Just like, hey, there's a bonus mode that has Mario and Pauline. You know Mario and Pauline? Like, Pauline is, particularly these days, is very famous because of Odyssey, but they just wanted to really make sure you understood that those two characters are in this game, so you give it a try over opposed to any other pinball game out there. I just find that funny. But without further ado, let's go ahead and get into it. Ah, yes, classic games. I have to use the select button to move to the menus. Let's get two-player game A. Okay, player one. I'm already feeling like the arcade. So, okay. How do I move the left flipper?
Okay.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
there's a seal.
Wait, it didn't.
Oh,
The
God.
launcher didn't come. Ah, okay. You press A to get the launcher going. So the D-pad is the left flipper, and the A button is the right flipper. Oh, we got
Listen
some we
to
got
the.
some we got some poker cards at the top there. Toby,
No,
there's a question I failed to ask you before we got started. What's your experience with pinball games in general? Oh, rats. Your turn.
um, very, very few. The old pinball game that everyone used to get on like Microsoft Windows, the really old one.
Oh yeah, that
That
one.
that Space Cadet one. That's about it. And real life pinball, yeah, not that much either. Oh, is it me? Yeah, it is.
Yes, it's
I
yours. You
if,
press the A button, I believe. You have to get to get the plunger going, and
hang
then
on. How
yeah,
do I do that?
right flipper is the A
I don't know how you.
button.
Oh, Jesus. I was like, how do I do? Oh, so yeah, I've had mediocre experience. Oh, that was hard.
All right, back to me.
What's your experience with pinball?
Also very limited. I've dabbled in a few pinball games over the years. I owned Mario Pinball Land. Wasn't great at it, and I also played quite a bit of Sonic Pinball Party, but also wasn't great at it. And of course, there's those pinball games that you have to play in. Well, not have to, but can play in Sonic Adventure DX. And, well, a lot of Sonic games have pinball games, quite frankly, but I always remember the one that was in Sonic Adventure the most. What is this? And the reason why I asked that question is I wonder if either of us might have actually been good at pinball to like get a proper like assessment of this, or just also a general interest, because I'm gonna be perfectly blunt, I'm not a huge pinball game fan. Like, even though
No.
I bought Mario Pinball Land because for a Game Boy Advance game it looks really good actually. I can't speak
Yeah.
to it. I can't speak to the game's actual quality. I didn't get too far in it, but visually it's like a stunner of a Game Boy Advance game, sound effect wise and visuals. And Sonic Pinball Party, it came bundled with my Sonic Advance. It was like a cartridge that had both Pinball Party and Sonic Advance. So I was like, well, that's two games for one. Why wouldn't I just get that, right?
Yeah,
But
yeah, definitely. The only pinball game that I've had in recent years has been Yoku's Island Express as well. I just remembered that as you were talking.
I remember you
Um,
talking about that game. Did you like that one?
I loved it, yeah. But that's very much a hybrid. Um, it's got like Metroidvania style exploring, but mixed with like the gameplay of pinball. It's really good though.
Yes,
I love that game.
I see.
I did have a little go at the Sonic one that they released as well. Was that on the SNES? I can't remember. Or was it the
The
Mega Drive?
the Sonic one, Sonic Pinball Party was on the GBA, but I don't know if they had one beforehand. They might have. I don't remember a Sonic
No,
Pinball
I
game.
mean
Oh, Spot. Oh, hold on. No, no, no,
the
no.
one.
There is one. Sonic Spinball. Yes, that was on the
That's the one. Yeah, the one
Yeah,
that they put on one of the things. I just couldn't remember which
yeah.
console.
That was
I
on.
actually really enjoyed that.
I played.
I played a good.
I played very little of that. I'll little behind the scenes for you. Originally, it was gonna be I was gonna be doing a dual episode where I played pinball and spinball in one episode, but I thought
Oh
about it
yeah.
and I was like, I didn't. If like it made sense thematically because they're both pinball games, but I kind of didn't really.
Uh-huh.
Oh wow, here's the bonus stage. At least we got footage of it.
Oh wait, I'm walking left and right.
Yes,
Right. So
the game has become Breakout now.
oh Jesus,
Instead
what's
of
with the
pinball.
one and the twos? I don't know if I'm supposed to.
You gotta
Okay.
say, come on, Toby. You must say Pauline.
Oh no.
Rubbish. You didn't save her.
Wait, I mean, I don't know what happens now. The ball's just. Oh, there you go. Almost, but not quite. Although I don't know what the numbers were there. I was a bit confusion.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Oh,
Oh, you gotta get the royal flush there.
oh.
Just
Oh. No. No, that was terrible.
I don't understand what the point of the chicks are.
No, I think that's probably just a score multiplier or something.
Maybe.
Wasn't there like a Donkey Kong pinball on the Game Boy Advance? Or have I made? No, I'm thinking of King of Swing. I think, which wasn't.
Which
Yeah, that
was
wasn't.
which was closer to
That
from
one.
what I hear to Clue Land, a game you and I did play on this channel.
Mhm.
Oh my god! I think I'm a game over now.
Oh, that. Oh yeah.
That's that. That's that for me. There it is. You're the last one then.
3 balls we do get.
Now
And go.
I have heard good things about the Pokemon pinball games, but I've never played them. You would think I have, being a big Pokemon fan. I
Yeah.
am, but
That does.
that
That does
this.
surprise me. Oh wow, that was like the worst run ever. I literally went straight down all the holes.
Well, let's try game B, see how different that is. But I think
Yeah, yeah.
we've more or less seen what this game is now. I like how the back of the cars is just like N, I guess, for Nintendo. What is the difference? I'm squinting my eyes right
I
now.
know. It looks the same. Maybe you get a special, different surprise from Pauline.
Maybe. Oh, there's that ball stuck right there. Oh, okay, okay. Here it comes. It is returning.
The chicks give you a get out of jail free card, basically. It creates little bumpers when you hatch all three of them. I just noticed.
Oh, I see.
So that when you feel right to the side, you wouldn't die on the first go.
Well, that is an
Or you wouldn't
interesting.
lose your ball.
That's an interesting little wrinkle.
Yeah. Nice little. Oh. I don't know what these. I was going to say what the numbers do.
Those penguins look very Club Penguin-esque.
Oh, not club. Good old club. Oh, Club Penguin.
That's what they look like.
I know what you mean, yeah. Oh. They didn't even say, like, what our scores were. But...
I kind of don't care.
No, I know, I don't either, to be fair. It was just... I was thinking, like, usually, especially if you're doing two-player, I thought they'd give you, like, a little overview.
There is a little one on the left that kind of keeps track of our scores, but I just haven't really been looking.
That's what I mean.
I just been like, well, we're just doing our best. We're having a good time. That's all that matters. Okay. But no, I have not seen any differences as of yet. At least we got the bonus game footage in. Because now that I think about it, if we didn't get that exhaustive paragraph on Mario and Pauline's appearance in this game, in this video, it would have been a little sad.
Yeah, we did get a brief minute of bonus game, which is in the top right-hand corner. You have to get it in that. Oh.
Which I will say that the bonus game looks more fun than the base game, but that's because I'm more of a fan of Breakout than I am of Pinball.
Yeah, that's fair. You died just then on exactly the same points that I also died on, which was really strange.
Yeah, I am not clever enough to realize what the difference is between the game.
No, I don't know. The difference between this and the last one does definitely seem non-existent. Not sure.
And looking at this game, I do believe that the NSO is the first time that this game has been available since its original NES version, which is pretty cool. But playing it, because it is just basic pinball, I kind of understand because, I don't know, it feels, with so many pinball games out there, so many free ones at that, it seems really hard to just sell a game that is just pinball.
Yeah, it needs to have some sort of...
Even for $5 or whatever the pound equivalent would be, it just seems like no one would really spend the money. But a free one...
Although you say that, they did have that... there's a free pinball game on the Switch, but then you have to pay for the tables, for the different tables.
You're talking about Zen Pinball, right?
Yes, that's the one.
Oof.
And that is pretty much pinball. Yeah. I mean, it's got, like, obviously, a lot more visual impressiveness than this, but...
Oh, sure. No doubt about that. Oh,
it is still just pinball.
At the end of the
but not like I don't know anyone that plays it, so... Yeah, your point is probably well made.
Yeah. Well, the other point I was trying to make with that is that the fact that, you know, it's hard to sell this game, which is why it probably hasn't been released. So, Exit! What? No! I didn't see what that was. No. I was like, what does that mean?
I wonder if there's like multiple tables once you get out the exit.
Oh man, maybe.
Oh no, I didn't mean to do that.
But anyway, like even though I'm not a huge pinball fan, I've always been curious to try the NES game known simply as Pinball because, you know, as Nintendo fans as we are, you know, want to see these historical curiosities like the game that is known simply as Pinball, for example.
Yeah, everything it has to offer.
because Mario and Pauline are in
Even
this game, and I just wanted to see the extent of how much in the game they were, and the answer is not a lot, but there's not a lot to this game, so you could argue them just being in the game at all is like almost like 50% of the game.
Yeah. Oh no. Oh, I got the stoppers. Yes. I wish they appeared like between the bumpers though. That would. I mean, it does help where they go, but I'm in the special game. Although that was a very fast like beginning. I'm like, excuse me. I don't know if Pauline's supposed to. Oh, damn it! Is Pauline supposed to fall down at some point? The more I hit the numbers,
you're supposed to like get all the platforms to get her out, to get her to safety. Also, I look at this game, and the fact that they chose Pauline instead of Princess Peach, who came out in the same year, it speaks to the fact that I guess Pauline at the time still had more legacy, and these games were probably this and the Super Mario Brothers were probably developed at the same time, which is probably why they chose Pauline, because they didn't realize how big Princess Peach would eventually become to be. So maybe that's why they did that.
Yeah.
It's just an interesting story behind it. Anyway, that's all we have for Pinball, because I don't think there's much else to say about it, quite frankly. While I change the game title, I think I will let you lead us off here.
Yeah, I mean, it was definitely did what it says on the tin. It was Pinball. There wasn't really much in the way of, I don't know, any additions apart from the Mario and the Pauline game. But it felt quite hard to get to that point. It's definitely all luck and fluke based, it felt like. But yeah, I mean, the music, I did turn the music up. The music seemed alright. Classic pinball noises. Would I play it again? Like, maybe if I was on like a long train journey and I wanted a game where I like wasn't focusing and I just wanted to like not focus on anything hugely. Yeah, so it literally did what it said on the tin for me. It was Pinball, so kind of held up in that sense. It was Pinball.
Yeah, I'm gonna kind of echo that statement. It was certainly Pinball that we just played. Like, the game says Pinball, and you play Pinball. If you're into Pinball, we've played so many games on this show that they've gotten new versions, like especially the puzzle games, like you play a Puzzle League game or Tetris Attack or Panel de Pon. It's the same pretty much each time. They just have different backdrops and what have you. Tetris is the same way. You can only do so much with that basic formula, add new modes to it. And, for being the original pinball game, it's literally just that. It is just pinball with a little Mario and Pauline thrown in there just for good measure because it's Nintendo and this was the era. They could just do that. So they did that. It's the only, I think, like you mentioned, there's other free pinball games you can play on your Switch, but this is the only free one that you can play on NSO that you can also do online, because I don't know if you can do Zen Pinball like online. If you can't, then I guess that's one thing this game has over it, the fact that you can play online with a friend. If you have a friend that's like really into pinball, you can go against each other in high scores and whatnot. But that's really it. Like, it doesn't have any of the pomps and circumstance you see in other pinball games. So if you just want pinball, it's the thing. Would I go back to it? No, but I'm not a pinball fan. But if you do like pinball, it's pinball. It's not good. It's not good or bad pinball. It's pinball, So you can just play that and enjoy it for what it is, and that's really all I can say about it. I mean, I figured this is how it was gonna go once we went into it, but I don't know. Maybe I figured the one saving grace was like, would the bonus mode change our mind? And it was kind of cool that it was like a breakout style game, but at the end of the day, it's like another bonus game. Like, yeah, I'm kind of talking in circles. It's pinball. If you like pinball, you'll like it. If you don't, you won't. That's all there is to it.
Yeah, that's a good roundup. If you like pinball, you'll like it. If you don't, you won't.
Yeah, that's our scientific definitive take on pinball on NES. All right. So now we're going to be shifting gears to something completely different and completely out of left field. We're playing a game called Daiva Story 6: Imperial of Nersartia. Have you ever heard of this game before?
No.
Yeah.
No, I'm like, where's 1 to 5? I literally have never heard of this.
So this is so apparently this is like a shoot 'em up series that was moderately popular in the Famicom. Like none of the games had ever gotten localized. Any of them, 1 through 5 to 6. None of the Daiva story games came out, but there was enough. They kept churning them out because there's 6 of them, and the 6th one came out on Famicom. Yeah. And it's shocking that for a game series that lasts so long, like we didn't get a single one. But there you are. So Nintendo, maybe about 2 months ago, randomly decided to just bring us Daiva Story 6 onto the NES catalog.
As usual, they didn't think that they should start with number 1. No, they just shoved number 6 on there.
Maybe they figured it was better to just go into the latest one just to give you an actual good game. I have to imagine that if they made that decision, that the other Daiva Story games are probably way too old in age to like have fun with today, and maybe they felt 6 was the better contender. But that's really all I can say about it. This is the most out there pick they probably could have put on the NES, considering it's a game that's like never been localized, but never also been really talked about. Like you hear about a few other games. Like I'm gonna scroll down just one row here. Look at this game here, Ninja Jaja Maru-kun. This is a game that has been talked about by some people, and so when it came out on NES, a lot of people were NSO. A lot of people were actually pretty excited about it.
But weirdly, you mentioned that I'd seen that before we started Pinball, and I haven't been on the app for a few weeks, so I hadn't seen that game there, and I was like, what is Ni no Kuni from the NES era doing on there? It's giving me Ni no Kuni vibes. I did wonder what that game was.
I did play this. I played this game several months ago, maybe even half a year at this point, with my good friend Sterling, and I had him on for an episode where I played that. And we had good fun with it. It's a perfectly fine game. I think we came out of it saying it held up. But yeah, Daiva Story 6. I don't really know what to expect about it. It is the most out there pick because it is a game that literally no one on the West has heard of. Like you look at all these obscure games. At least they came out here. This game is just, I don't know.
Yeah.
But you know, despite the fact that no one has heard on this side of the shores have heard of it, I'm optimistic because they made the choice to put it on here, and a lot of people are dismissing the NSO editions as like no one wants these games. Oh, they're just throwing trash out there. But the thing is, we play these games, and some of them are actually kind of hidden gems. Some of them have been trash. I will be very clear. That some of the games I have put on here that no one's heard of are not heard of for a reason. But there's a lot of them that I have played that I'm like, wow, why isn't anyone talking about this game? This is a really good old game, actually. So I'm optimistic that Daiva Story is in that category. So let's go ahead and read this info and see what we can glean from the introduction here. Okay, hold on. Right off the bat, I have to ask a question because I'm looking at the release here, 1986. Now I have to ask, how did 6? This can't be. There couldn't have.
Yeah, how did 6 games come out
within 2 years of the system's launch? It must have been like an arcade or something before, or something like that, or it must have because there's no way. How did 6 come out in like or. Now hold on. No. I need answers. Is the 6 means that there was 5 other ones, or is it they just chose like I don't know, like Killer 7, like there wasn't there wasn't like 6 Killer games. It was just like I don't usually do this, but I have to know like what is going on here. Like what is the story here?
No, is strange.
No, it says the 6th installment of the Daiva Story sci-fi simulation series. So
oh my god.
So it must have been on previous platforms. I'm not getting that. I'm not getting that much information. All I got is that this is indeed the 6th one. More research is needed. More research that I will not do right now. But there have been 6 of these games, is what I've gathered. Anyway, so Daiva Story 6, Imperio of Nursartia. And there's actually 2 pages for this, too. There's a lot of info to get. The disappearance of the planet Arjuna started it all. This 1986 war simulation game, released for the Famicom system in Japan, features 3 distinct phases of play. The strategic simulation phase, star-side fleet battles, and action-packed planet-side battles. The goal is to find and control each of the 14 enemy planets scattered across the map, and to capture both the hidden Vlitra manufacturing planet and the planet Nursartia. As time passes, the completion of the Vlitra manufacturing planet draws near. If it reaches... my god, look how much text!
Oh my god.
A fully optional site. Vlitra, an artificial organism that looks like a massive black dragon will be sent to your planet, and then it's game over. To claim victory,
Oh my god.
you will need to use every step along the way to learn more about your targets and adapt your approach to meet each new challenge on the way. With the impending threat of the Vlictra and the mystery waiting to be unraveled, this simulation game offers lots of space to explore. To jump right into a planet-side battle, enter this password to go to a planet at random.
It gives you a little tidbit as well.
I may actually try that after. If we can't do a planet-side battle within our session, I might actually do that because that could be useful depending on how long this game is. But let's go ahead and get into it. Oh, you know, despite this being an 86 game, I can actually move the cursor with the D-pad and not the select button.
Oh yeah, that's pretty good.
I don't have a password, so we're just gonna hit end. Level. Oh boy, this is not localized.
I'm guessing level 1.
Ward N. Wait, this is you.
Oh, what am I doing?
I don't know what we are entering. Maybe the.
I'm just gonna put a name.
Error!
Oh.
I love how
Error!
it is so mean to you with that error message. Like it just like yells at you.
And now I'm stuck. I can't do anything. Oh, okay.
Oh, we're into it.
Oh my god, what is going on? I have no idea. This is the weirdest control system. Okay, so there's a map. If you look at the map on the right hand side, we're near. I don't know where we're supposed to be going. Where are we supposed to... I'm kind of flying up, just to sit. There's nothing here. We're just...
Okay, I'm being told to go this way. But, what?
This is a great start, guys. This is a great start.
I feel like maybe that's why they gave us that password.
Oh, I found something. Oh. I was like...
Oh, I think I finally understand how this works. How the controls of this ship works. It's not direction based. It's like...
Yeah, like, you have to just press the D-pad all the time. I've got something over here, but I can't get it because I'm like... Look, there's like a blue thing here on my screen. No. Alright,
I'm coming to you at top speed.
Yeah, where that like black... Yeah, where you're about to go over that brown thing. There's like a blue... Somewhere around there, there's a blue orb. It's definitely over the brown thing.
I found something.
I've got near the blue orb again. Oh no, okay, the orb doesn't do anything.
Oh no, I crashed into a ship. What happened? I don't have any kind of like shoot bangs.
No. Oh, I just clapped for us. Here we go.
Yes.
Yay, for not having a clue what we're doing.
Support us in our endeavors, for we are lost. We are lost space travelers. I'm heading towards this yellow spot here. But
I don't know why it randomly comes up with like the directions. Oh, there's a yellow thing here. Like a different yellow thing.
I'm coming your direction.
Oh god. I can't ever like. Why do they move so fast?
You can brake by going like holding down.
Oh, but that doesn't. Oh god. That does not help when.
Like there seems to be like different gear speeds.
Oh yeah, I see what you mean now.
Aha.
Yeah, there.
I found it. Okay.
What did that do? Loved it.
I thought that would like let me. Maybe you have to get to this area, and then we work together.
Oh, if you press up, you go
faster. Yeah, and if you go down, you go backwards. I don't know what I did. Okay. Did I collect?
Well, there was another thing over here somewhere.
I'm gonna check on these red coordinates over here. I found something else.
Oh.
Here we go. Enemy gravity planet 10 Kohiro.
This is.
I feel like I feel like this is one of those games where I feel like you need the strategy guide or the instruction booklet to know what the heck you're doing. And
Yeah, none of this is making any sense.
Okay.
Oh, right.
Here we are.
Oh my god, what is... Oh god.
Oh my god. A is the shoot button?
I know, what is going on? And also the, like, jumping mechanic.
You can jump on me? Oh, that's so cool, actually.
Hello. Oh, no. Oh, no. You can't change your direction, though.
Ooh.
Of, shooting. Oh my god, you can literally, like, fly up as high as you want. Oh no, I'm gonna die in one hit.
I'll protect you.
I've lost the ability to jump. Oh no, here we are.
I will save you.
Oh no, I don't like them. This is so weird.
Oh, I've taken some... Shoot, I've taken some damage.
Oh no, I've got no... I'm like one hit and I'm gonna be dead.
Fox, get the enemy behind me. Oh dear.
Oh, that was lucky.
Well, yeah, we're sure showing them.
Oh god. Oh, that was really like... No, they're coming down. Oh, what does that do? I think that was supposed to be a pickup. Oh.
Well, I guess we gotta escape from this planet. maybe that's where we started from. I'm gonna try a different planet and see if that gets us anywhere different. Alright, these are the coordinates from a planet. Let me slow down and see if I can find it. Very Wind Waker-esque kind of. A very dated, a very dated, old school Wind Waker that's about as clear as mud.
I don't know what this...
Oh.
Oh.
Alright,
I found one.
Planet Osha.
Which looks suspiciously like the other one.
Yeah, the
oh no, it looks like...
there's a little bit of difference, but
Oh no! Oh, there's like backwards missiles that come at us.
That seems...
Oh no, they don't.
That seems sinister, given that we ourselves cannot go...
Oh, you can pick that up.
Oh, that's a shield upgrade. Oh no. These buggers are coming at us from all angles.
Oh my god, you can kill the power-ups.
You can kill the power-ups.
Oh no.
Who thought that was...
I love that you can just jump for as long as you want, as high as you want, anywhere.
If I'm using my 80s kid imagination and looking at these suits, these probably would look really cool if they were like actually like drawn or whatever. Like the sprites are not doing a lot for me right now, but just looking at these suits, like I can just imagine this like rendered. I think it would look pretty cool. Like like with the little jetpack and the visor and the gun. I don't know.
Oh my god, that was lucky.
You have to use your imagination a lot in these days, and
also, could the screen move any slower?
I feel like a game like this is probably really popular in Japan because of well, off to another planet. We're gonna explore one more planet. I think we're gonna call it.
Jeez, yeah.
I'm gonna try this planet a little bit towards the northwest side here.
So rough, I love it. I don't know why the random directional buttons appear. Can't work that out. Also, what is this positioning?
I think I understand now. You're divvying up where you put the item, the power-ups in relation to the level.
Oh.
So I think this is health upgrade. I'll probably put this like somewhere in the middle. Okay, now that I get that, that's kind of cool. That you can choose where you want to put your power-ups. But boy, we had to go through a lot of banging our heads to figure that out. But the fact that you can kill the power-ups is not cool. This level is not great either.
What is, it's just blobs.
Oh, the missiles are our friends. Hold on. Those are the missiles we called for to help us.
Oh. Well, they didn't help us much, I must say.
No, because we put them in a bad spot. But again, how would we know that? We've not done this level.
Yeah.
I thought it was nonsense in the beginning that the missiles were... why would you put it in an area that we can't shoot them from? But no, that makes more sense. If they're here to... Okay.
Oh, you got a full shield back. What? No. Oh my god, sorry.
No, you're okay.
Oh my gosh.
I don't like this planet.
What? Why is it you constantly move as well? Like, even if you're not moving, you move.
Oh,
that's really annoying.
I am so dead.
Oh, I don't even know. Okay.
Well, we've sure been taught our lesson. I think we'll go ahead and stop there. Oh dear. Oh. Okay, so that was Daiva Story 6, Imperial of Nurse Artia. I want to get the good out of the way first, actually. Before we say what we really want to say about it. I think there's a lot potential here in this game based on what we played. We by the end figured out some cool stuff that I think sets this game apart from others. You have this big expansive open world map, which for a game that came out in '86, pretty far ahead of its time. To choose which level you want to go to. To go to that level, then you actually get to the level and you get to pick where your power-ups are going to be. That's kind of cool. I wish more games today would actually do that. To set up your power-ups. But then again, at the same time, even though it's cool in concept, I think I trust game developers enough to know where the best place to put the power-ups are. You know, Super Mario Maker has taught me that you can make a great level, but you can be absolutely rubbish with where you put your power-ups at. Like, that in itself is an art form, knowing where to put the power-ups for the player, I think. So, even though that's a cool concept, you've been able to choose where it comes at. I don't even know if that's even that great a deal, now that I'm really thinking about it critically, that you can just do that. I'm like, yeah, no one else is doing it, but do they even need to, really? So, that was a positive that I think is also just not really that great. Oh boy, I'm trying to keep it positive, but I've already found one. I found one that kind of dipped. So I still think the open world map is cool, even though unfortunately it took us a while to figure out how the hell to move the ships around. That was not cool. Then it had that the game straight up gave you a password. Like, yeah, you want to jump into a random planet battle? Use this code. And then you could just do that if you don't want to get through if you don't want to deal with the going through the spaceship nonsense or the power replacing nonsense. You can just go right into the gameplay. So that I think ultimately is the meat of this game, the on-planet battling. And I will say, I was mentioning while we were playing, the sprite design was pretty cool, and the idea, yeah. Well, that's really all I can say on it. I do like the fact that the jetpacks can like get you as high as you want to go. It didn't feel great, though. I think I'm going to start transitioning into the negatives now, I think, because because as cool as it is that you can go to all these different planets in this 1986 game, it's definitely I made the comparison to Wind Waker only because it's similar in concept to the fact that in Wind Waker you could go to all the different islands and there was like a different environment each. But this is like a way archaic version of that. It's like the concept is similar, but that's all they have really in common, and that's about it. And then go into any level you want, where as opposed to random, if you just hit that code there. But then you have to remember that code, and it's in Japanese characters, so it's not really the easiest to input. You have to like kind of like take a picture of it and just like as you're going through, because you're also playing on this archaic typing selection of the NES system and whatnot. I promise I'm going to let you speak in a second, Toby. I just got to say one last thing. So that to say is like the gameplay itself, concept-wise, is cool as you're going to like scrolling and jumping and shooting, but it didn't play very well. It felt clunky, man. Like compared to like other shooting games of the genre, like it just didn't feel too good, and you were just kind of like everything was hitting you, and like everything felt unfair as you were shooting. Just like the concept of the game is ahead of its time, but the actual execution is. You had 6 entries do this, and you still don't feel this good. I don't want to play Daiva Story 1 through 5 anymore. Oh man, tell me your thoughts. I think I've said enough for now.
Yeah, that was the weirdest game, one of the weirdest games I've ever played. And yeah, it just felt like very dated and not in the good way. Yeah, the handling was horrendous. I did not enjoy that jumping mechanic.
No.
There was no like story introduction or like anything or like that though, which was weird. It just sort of threw you in. Here you go. Here's a big fat square grid, and then do some stuff. I guess some of the stuff in the menus was like Japanese, so we wouldn't understand all of it. But yeah, it did not feel very accessible to the like non-knowledgeable player of this series, to someone who doesn't know the series. Sorry. Yes. And yeah, it was just no. Yeah, it's a no from me.
It's
just so weird.
It's also very much a no for me. But to elaborate a little more, it's just like, even all those cool things, even all these cool concepts that this game did have going for it, the movement of where you go on the map and the item placement and whatnot, we had to figure that out for a while because like we had to like kind of like bang our heads to figure that out. Like we didn't have access to any kind of instruction booklet. The menu didn't really talk about that. It gave you an overview of the story. Which you would get an instruction booklet, to be fair, because we wouldn't know what was going on in the story, and to be fair, for a lot of games this era, you wouldn't know what's going on in the story if you didn't have the instruction booklet because the games just didn't tell them to you because of the limitations at the time. So I don't even blame the game necessarily even for that, because frankly, even if it did have a cutscene, we wouldn't understand it anyway because it would be in Japanese text, to be fair. So I don't necessarily begrudge it for that. It's just of its time, I guess. But everything else, just like, we had to figure out so much, and it was just like, I feel like someone else probably would have given up way faster, and like they probably wouldn't have even gotten to the planet side missions. They would have gotten stuck in that space mission and be like, "Is this what the game is? I don't want to play anymore." We went a little further than I think the average person would if they were just firing up this game and not using that password thing. And I think the fact that they say, "Hey, here's this password if you just want to go into a planet side battle," that also speaks volumes of itself, that they're not confident enough in like the rest of the game that they say, hey, if you don't want to do all this and you just want to play like a side scrolling shooter game. But that's only a third of the game, I feel, and even that's not that good. That's the problem.
Yeah. And also, didn't it say there was 3 phases? So the first phase was the map, and the second phase was the side-on battle.
Let me reread this real quick. Find the 14 enemy planets. I guess it was 14. Okay. Strategic stimulation, star-side fleet battles, and action-packed planet-side battles. Planet-side, I think, is what we were doing at the end with the side-scrolling segment. Star-side fleet battles, we didn't get to those, I don't think. In the strategic simulation phase, unless the star-side fleet battles is the exploration phase where they're going to the planets. I don't know. And the strategic simulation phase, I think, is where we're placing the items. So if that's what that is, that's not much. That's not much to it. It's just picking where you want to put your item. That's not really all that exciting, even if it's an interesting concept. But
no,
that's like this game. It has a lot of cool concepts going for it, but none of it is handled very well. And more than ever, I'm just thinking to myself, why choose this game to bring here? What is it about this game
I know, it's
that
like
cuts?
really,
Yeah, I don't.
it's just really alien, especially when it's like so inaccessible.
Yeah, the fact that they weren't confident enough about it that you have to just put a code to get to this side scrolling. So who enjoys that part of it then? Like, who out there says, yeah, this game from Japan, Daiva Story 6, I'm telling you, man, the rest of this game, but the planet side, no, sir or madam, I don't agree. I do not agree with your assessment of this game. I don't know who was like really jonesing for this game in particular to like get its way over here, but I don't. No, I just was not having a good time with it at all. And the reason why I was optimistic, Toby, was because I thought, okay, no one's heard of this game, but they really felt that this Famicom game was worth us playing here. So there must be something in there. And to be fair, again, those concepts from a game design perspective is fascinating. I think this was like, I'm glad I played it, even if I didn't enjoy the game. I'm glad I played it because it is fascinating to see how concepts that were introduced in this game would come up in like other games. So that's all this game is to me. It's a historical curiosity for someone that like plays a lot of games and want to see what's going on. But I would never want to play this game again for recreation or fun. Like, this was not fun at all. Like, I only
Whole Daiva Story 6 thingy of Nasatia, whatever it is.
Like, this is giving me no desire to try other games. Like, if against all odds, another addition to the NES NSO library is like one of the earlier Daiva Story games, it may be the very first game I just decide to just not do on a Does It Hold Up episode on. Like, I'm just so burned that I'm like my goal is to like, you know, try out every single game on the NSO library as they come out. But that might be my first skip, like straight up. Like, I don't know if I'll have the patience. I don't know. Maybe I'll feel different about it if it comes out and if it looks better. But I very much doubt it. Yeah, no.
We potentially played the best in the series, with it being the sixth one. So
that's
who knows? Unless I don't know how much, if there was a 7 or an 8, is who knows.
I know. Like I said before we actually started playing, more research is definitely needed. And I am at least curious to read up on that. That's a nice little wiki search that I'll do for about 15 minutes and go about the rest of my day. But, yeah, I don't know if the series went past 6. And I don't know where the other 5 games were. But it's only a curiosity as far as, like, where they were and what systems they were on. As far as actually playing them, I no longer care. I am satiated with the meager meal I've been given. I can't recommend this game. I cannot, unless you're just like hardcore, like us that are interested in like getting some game information, like seeing like interesting designs in games. But even that, just if you're watching this video, if you've watched this stream / VOD all the way to the end, I think you've gotten enough information. I don't think you actually need to play this game. So if you're hearing this message, you're good. You're good. Daiva Story 6, easy, does not hold up from me and Toby. Like, wait, it's a pretty easy assessment there. Oh, well, that was our games. Pinball is pinball, and Daiva Story is bad. That's really all it is.
Yeah.
That's our 2 games for the day. Hopefully next time Toby's on, he'll have some better older games. I look forward to having you back.
We've done pretty well up to this point, to be fair. We've been doing well.
Our track record is good. I guess we were due for a stinker one of these days, and here we are. So hopefully our luck holds up.
Yeah.
Hopefully our luck holds up better for the next game we try out. So, but thanks for coming. Thanks for coming for this episode.
No, as always, my pleasure. Thanks for having me.
Of course. Now, before I go ahead and roll out the outro here, you're free to share it whatever you'd like.
If you want to follow me, I'm on Twitter, Tobes325. Usually posting gaming nerdiness, some kind of screenshots, what I'm playing and stuff like that. So yeah, if you like gaming and everything surrounding that, then chuck me a follow. You can find me on Instagram and Twitter at Tobes325. There's a apply.
Very good. And I am going to just drop this onto chat real quick. Let me just do that, and I will read it out. So if you would like to, if you enjoyed the stream, definitely check out our website, HPCritical.com, because there we have all kinds of wonderful articles on gaming and other forms of media as well. You guys can give that a look. And we also have our Teespring store there as well. Where, hold on one second, I'm going to just switch things around here. There we go. My chat was like underlaid over the video so no one could see it on the video itself. I was like, that's not good. People got to see what I'm talking about. Anyways, so check out hpcritical.com for all of our articles, and you can also get yourself some merchandise there at our Teespring store. And give us a follow on our social media. So if you're looking for specifically for Twitter, if you're looking specifically for stuff for the website, like articles when they go live and other things like that, give us a follow at critical_HP. If you're looking specifically for stream related stuff, you can give us a follow at HPC Streams. That is where all of our streaming updates will be Twitter-wise. Now, it's easier on Facebook and Instagram because everything is there. Facebook is HP Critical, and our Instagram is HP Critical Gaming. So give those a follow to stay updated on everything HP Critical if you're on those preferred social media platforms. And if you want to follow me personally, I am Mr. Louie down on Twitter. That is all of our social media. There's going to be a second episode of Does It Hold Up today. That is going to be just me, however. It's going to be at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. And I'm going to be moving on to the Genesis era to try out 2 games. I'm going to be trying out a game called Zero Wing, which is most famous for its mistranslated meme, all your base are belong to us. But I hear that game behind the meme is actually pretty good too. So I'm looking forward to giving that a try. And I'm also going to be trying Space Harrier 2, which I know very little about. But that's going to be both at 8 p.m. Eastern Time tonight. Wednesday at 8 p.m. Eastern Time as well is going to be our live podcast. It'll be myself, Jarrell, and Kelly. So you can hear us jab on about whatever's been going on in gaming this week. Friday is going to be another... Actually, hold on. It's not going to be another episode of anything. It's going to be a launch stream of Pac-Man World Repack. I'm going to be doing that at 2:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Looking forward to that. I enjoyed the original Pac-Man World back on the PlayStation 1. So looking forward to this remake that we got going on here. Saturday is a big one because that is when we have the Splatfest world premiere. A nice 2 weeks before the game comes out. Yes, you'll be able to choose your side. If you have a Switch, you can download the app right now. You won't actually be able to play it until Saturday, but you can choose between Team Rock, Team Paper, Team Scissors. Toby, which team are you going to be playing for? I'm curious.
Whichever team you picked.
Okay, I am going to be on Team Rock.
Okay, Team Rock it is then, yeah, because I have no preference.
Okay. Unfortunately, I'm going to be working that day, so I won't be playing until a little bit later on, but I might sneak in a quick game or two before the actual stream time so you and I can actually play. Like, the actual for anyone watching, the actual stream will be at 7 p.m. Eastern Time, but Toby will be long asleep by then, so I'm going to try to get in a game or two with him before the stream so we can at least play before Splatoon 3 comes out. But even then, like when Splatoon 3 actually comes out for real, you and I will be playing plenty of games that I have many plans for Splatoon 3 in this stream channel's future. So if we miss one opportunity, another one will present itself shortly. So it will be all good. And then finally Sunday at the end of this week at 7 p.m. will be some more Pokemon Brilliant Diamond. So that's everything coming up this week. If you want to keep the date of everything, we will have our stream schedule up on our HPC Streams Twitter soon, as well as our website, hpcritical.com. It'll be on the stream page of the website, so you guys can keep track of what's going on. Anyway, that's all I got for you guys for the night. Have a wonderful one. Take care. Bye!